Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Modern Mondays. Now on Modern Monday this week, I've got a session IPA from Beer Brothers in Preston, and this, I had a case of their core beer sent to me kindly by Simo Subs. What an absolute legend. If you haven't already subbed to Simo, go and sub, go and seek him out. I'll put his channel here, but yeah, what an absolute legend. So Modern Mondays, Session IPA by the Beer Brothers. This one is called Indigo Blue 4.1 Session IPA. That's on the camera there. So, gonna get that in the glass. Then I'll talk a little bit about the brewery. Got the B glass out. Okay, 500ml can. What a bonus. A bit like Marble. And then you've got Arbor, who do a pint can. So let's get it into the glass. So the beer's pouring just golden, like a golden colour. It's not hazy, it's not like a New England style. It's just golden. It's got a nice white, tight bubbles. White, creamy, off bubbles, white, creamy, tight bubbles, head. Carbonation, that can's a little bit cold. Slight haze on there, but not obviously opaque haze. Golden in colour, low carbonation, which I absolutely love. It's for me, it's perfect. Don't want my ales to be over fizzy, over carbonated. Let's give it a swirl. See if we can, because I did a bit of a light pour. Look at that. That looks absolutely superb. Session IPA. Looks spot on, doesn't it? It's not the New England style. Right, so let me try and get that again. Sweet malt. Zesty. Citrus and zest. A little bit of mango, maybe pineapple. It smells superb, it really does. I like to do sometimes the first review of a beer from a brewery. I like to do, like it's a 4.1, so it's quite low sessionable ABV. And sometimes you either look at their lagers or you look at their lower ABV beers. If they do these well, they're going to do everything else pretty much perfect as well. Smells a little bit grassy. And I'm on about a slight piney, woody, earthy going on. Smells superb, really does. Looks superb. Let's get a taste. So that carbonation, there's more carbonation on the tongue than there is actually what you can see in the glass. But it's perfect. It's not overly carbonated whatsoever. It's really refreshing, to be honest. It's light but not thin. It's not watery. You'd expect from 4.1. It's not thin, watery whatsoever. It's just light bodied, which is perfect for a session IPA. That's what you do want. It's not overly bitter. It's got a really well balanced bitterness. It's not bitter like a West Coast or anything like that. It's got a bitterness which comes, it stays, and then it goes, then it's drying, and it invites you back for more. The taste has definitely got the tropical notes there. Zesty, lime, touch of lemon, I suppose, on the palate. Sweet malt. I'm telling you, that malt tastes good as well. It's great to get a taste of malt in some beers. Sometimes all you're getting is hops, but to get a malt flavour as well, that sweet malt in there, fantastic. It's an easy drinker. Great brewing, looks great, tastes great. It's the bee's knees, it really is. Let's get this whole can in there. Okay, let's have a little chat about Beer Brothers then. What have we got to say about them? So, Beer Brothers, they're established 2015 in Preston. Bit of background, two chaps, Phil Leyland and David Rees. They both met at school and eventually got into beer, real ale and craft beer. And they started brewing an experimental brewing with a pot on a cooker stove. Who else does that? Can't think. No, it's gone. They made their first brew, which was a success, and it was an alt beer, now known as simply red beer. In 2015, they went into basically what they say is a chicken shed on an old, like an egg farm, and soon they outgrew that because of the demand for their beers, and the casks were basically the same. The cask beers were selling out within a couple of hours. So by 2017, they then secured investment and opened up bigger premises for a brewery and a bar tap room. And that tap room is in Preston, and it's open 7 days a week. Now, that's fantastic. A brilliant story. Two mates from school brewing on a stove, a bit like I do, and then took the next steps, and now they're producing fantastic beers. That's Modern Monday. That's modern beers. That's craft brewing. That is superb. So let me have a read of the can, see what's on the actual can. So it says Session IPA, found in mill, alcohol 4.1%. You can find them at Beer Brothers Brewing. Their Instagram, is at Beer Brothers Brewing Co. The ingredients list is water, barley, wheats, hops, and yeast. It doesn't say what hops are in there. You can brew at Unit 335 Wranglet Road, Walton, Summit, Preston, Lancashire. And I'm sure I think it's www.brewingbrothers.co.uk if you want to go and check them out on their internet and maybe go and have a look at their core range as well. But that's stunning. Then I'd like to know what the hops are in there. I may go and have a look, see if there's anything on the website, because there's some fantastic brewing there to get that flavour and that long-lasting flavour from a 4.1% beer. That's one of the best ways to judge a brewery. It really is. Like I said earlier, the lagers or the lighter ales, if it can do them well, it's certainly going to do the bigger beers well. And I'm telling you, Beer Brothers have done that 4.1% session IPA fantastically well. Okay, thank you for watching. Cheers, and cheers Simo for sending me these. I'll see you on the next one.